Hey guys, my name is Anastasia. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to sound super American when you speak English.
Everything's in English.
All you need to know.
Alright, how did you learn to speak English?
To do so, try to use more idioms in your speech. You will probably tell me, there is a whole bunch of idioms on the internet. Which ones should we use and which ones shouldn't we? Well, off the top of my head, the first good idiom to use is off the top of my head. This expression is used a lot among native speakers. It means saying something without thinking much, like just the first thing that you can think of. For example, if someone asks you what movies you can recommend, you can say, off the top of my head, Inception starring Leonardo DiCaprio is a really good movie. Do you love the movie Inception, by the way? Do we see eye to eye on this? To see eye to eye doesn't mean keeping intense eye contact with someone else. What it means is agreeing with someone. One can say, my grandma and I don't see eye to eye on fashion. Do you feel under the weather today? Like what? Weather? Yeah, you heard me right. I did say weather. To feel under the weather means not to feel well. When you have a cold, you can say, I really feel under the weather today. I think I have a cold. I actually had a cold a few days ago and I felt under the weather. Are you still listening attentively to what I say? In a split second, I will tell you about a very cute idiom Jennifer Aniston once used. But before that, try to remember the idiom I just used, in a split second, which means instantly. Split means divided into two or more parts, so a split second means less than a second, or a second divided into several parts. Another idiom is to be behind the 8 ball. Jennifer Aniston used this idiom when she was talking to Ellen during the Ellen Show. Answering Ellen's question whether her Christmas tree was up, she said, now I'm behind the 8 ball. This means that she was in a very difficult situation. So to be behind the 8 ball means to be in a difficult situation from which you are not really able to escape. Another idiom is, you can't say that again. It doesn't sound like an idiom at first glance, but actually it is. It is a very informal one though. It means to agree with someone. You can say, for instance, Titanic is a very sad movie. And your friend may say, you can say that again. It's one of the saddest movies I've ever seen. Idiom number 7 is to preach to the choir. When people say you're preaching to the choir, they mean that you're presenting your argument or idea to people who already agree with you. You can say you must study hard for the IELTS exam. Hey, you're preaching to the choir. It's kind of, I already know it. There is another idiom which is a little bit morbid. It's to beat a dead horse. It is used when someone is saying the same thing over and over, but it's pointless, because there will be no results. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but could you explain the grammar rule again? Idiom number 9 is to put salt on the wound, which means to make a situation worse. Stop talking about this cheating. You're just putting salt on the wound. You feel sorry enough. Idiom number 10 is break a leg, and it means good luck. But we use this idiom for something physical, like presentation or performance. Hey, I know you will do great on your book report. Break a leg. Idiom number 11, to cross that bridge when you come to it. It means to deal with a problem if and when it becomes necessary, but not before. What about what the others will say? We'll cross the bridge when we come to it. Idiom number 12 is the last straw, which is the final problem in a series of problems. It makes somebody or something stop. That was the last straw, I quit. Idiom 13, to be the straw that broke the camel's back. To be the thing that pushed one over the edge and they refused to take the abuse. It's usually used for descriptions. Yelling at her in front of her family was the last straw that broke the camel's back. She left him the next day. The next idiom is easy does it, which means slow down. Easy does it. You don't have to rush. We have the whole afternoon to study. And the last idiom is in a New York minute, which means in an instant. Very fast, quickly, and without hesitation. New York is a very fast-paced city, so everything must be done quickly. As Johnny Carson once said, a New York minute is the interval between a Manhattan traffic light turning green and the guy behind you honking his horn. So this was it for today. See you soon. Bye bye.